Introverts often walk among us, quietly observing the world with a depth that many overlook. Their silence can be mistaken for aloofness, but beneath the surface lies a complex tapestry of thoughts and emotions. This unique perspective can evoke curiosity and even anxiety in those who thrive on social interaction. What secrets do introverts hold? Why does their presence feel so intense yet so inviting? As we peel back the layers of their intriguing nature, we may find that the very traits that intimidate us also hold the key to deeper connections and understanding. Their silence and quiet demeanor. Introverts' silence and quiet demeanor can be quite intimidating to others. In a world that is constantly abuzz with noise and chatter, introverts stand out with their reserved nature and preference for quiet contemplation. This silence they exude can be unnerving to those who are more accustomed to constant conversation. When an introvert remains silent, it forces others around them to fill the void. This often leads people to reveal more about themselves than they may have intended. The introvert's stillness prompts others to overcompensate with their own words, exposing vulnerabilities they may not have meant to share. This dynamic can be unsettling for extroverts or those who are uncomfortable with silence. They may interpret the introvert's quietness as judgment, disinterest, or even disapproval. However, introverts are simply processing information internally before responding. Their silence is not a sign of hostility, but rather a reflection of their thoughtful nature. While introverts' silence may be intimidating to some, it is important to understand that it stems from their preference for deep contemplation rather than superficial chatter. Their quiet demeanor belies a rich inner world and a tendency to think before speaking. With patience and understanding, the intimidation factor of an introvert's silence can be overcome. Their deep thinking. Introverts are known for their deep thinking abilities. They take the time to carefully process information and formulate well-reasoned responses rather than reacting impulsively. This thoughtful nature can sometimes leave others feeling intellectually outmatched in conversation. Introverts' minds are constantly at work, analyzing and connecting ideas in novel ways. They ponder questions from multiple angles before settling on a perspective. This tendency to think deeply before speaking can make introverts appear pensive and introspective. When an introvert does share their thoughts, their words often carry weight and substance. They have distilled their ideas down to the most salient points. Introverts' responses are usually well-structured and articulate, reflecting the time they took to formulate them. In contrast, extroverts and those who prefer to think out loud may not always have the patience for an introvert's pace of processing. They may interpret the introvert's silence as a lack of knowledge or engagement. However, the introvert is simply taking the time to gather their thoughts before responding. This deep thinking style can be intimidating to those who are used to a faster-paced exchange of ideas. Introverts' ability to analyze a topic thoroughly and uncover novel insights can make them seem intellectually superior. However, this is not the intent. Introverts simply have a different cognitive style than extroverts. While introverts' deep thinking may be misunderstood by some, it is a strength that allows them to tackle complex problems and engage in substantive discussions. With patience and an appreciation for different thinking styles, the intimidation factor can be minimized. Introverts' thoughtful nature is an asset, not a weakness. Their intensity. Introverts possess a unique intensity that can be quite intimidating to others. When they do choose to speak, they make every word count, delivering their thoughts with a directness that leaves little room for fluff or small talk. This focused communication style often contrasts sharply with the more casual banter typical in social settings, where many people engage in light-hearted conversation. As a result, introverts can create an atmosphere that feels serious and profound, which may catch others off guard. Their intensity can lead to a perception of being unapproachable or overly serious, making others feel as though they must rise to a certain intellectual standard to engage. This pressure can be intimidating, especially for those who may not be as comfortable with direct communication. Furthermore, introverts' ability to express their thoughts succinctly and meaningfully can evoke feelings of insecurity in others who might feel they lack the same depth or clarity in their own conversations. While introverts' intensity can be daunting, it also reflects their thoughtful nature and commitment to meaningful dialogue. Their directness is not meant to intimidate, but rather to foster genuine connections and discussions. Understanding this aspect of introverts can help alleviate the intimidation factor, allowing for more open and enriching interactions. Their excellent listening skills. Introverts are often recognized for their excellent listening skills, which can significantly enhance their interactions with others. They have a remarkable ability to absorb the meaning behind words, paying close attention not only to what is being said, but also to the emotions and nuances that accompany those words. This deep level of engagement can make others feel truly seen and understood, fostering a sense of connection that is often hard to achieve in superficial conversations. However, this very ability can also create a sense of vulnerability for those speaking, as they may feel exposed under the intense scrutiny of an introvert's attentive listening. When introverts listen, they do so with an intensity that can be disarming. They often provide thoughtful feedback and validation, making the speaker feel valued and heard. Yet this profound level of attentiveness can also be intimidating for some, as it may prompt them to reveal more about themselves than they initially intended. The feeling of being truly understood can lead to a heightened sense of vulnerability, which can be overwhelming for those who are not accustomed to such deep interactions. Introverts' listening skills often lead to meaningful exchanges that require a level of emotional openness. This can create an environment where others feel compelled to share their thoughts and feelings more freely, which can be both liberating and intimidating. As a result, while introverts' listening abilities are a powerful tool for connection, they can also contribute to an atmosphere of intensity that some may find daunting. Ultimately, this dynamic highlights the unique and often complex nature of interactions involving introverts, where their strengths can simultaneously foster connection and evoke intimidation. Their self-sufficiency. Introverts are often characterized by their self-sufficiency, which can be both a strength and a source of intimidation for others. Unlike many individuals who rely on social interactions and external validation for their happiness, introverts find contentment in their own company. This independence allows them to thrive in solitude, engaging in activities that fulfill them without needing constant social interaction. While this trait is commendable, it can be intimidating to those who are more socially dependent or who derive their sense of self-worth from their relationships with others. For extroverts and those who thrive on social connections, the introvert's ability to be content alone can be perplexing. They may struggle to understand why someone would prefer solitude over socializing, interpreting this independence as aloofness or disinterest. This misunderstanding can create a divide, as introverts may come across as distant or unapproachable, even when they are simply enjoying their own space. Additionally, the introvert's selective nature in choosing friends can further amplify this perception. They often prefer quality over quantity in their relationships, which can make others feel as though they do not measure up to the introvert's standards. Introverts' self-sufficiency can evoke feelings of insecurity in those who rely heavily on social interaction for their happiness. When faced with an introvert who is comfortable in their own skin, others may feel pressured to match that level of independence, leading to feelings of inadequacy. This dynamic can create an intimidating atmosphere, as the introvert's confidence in their self-sufficiency may highlight the insecurities of those around them. Ultimately, while introverts' independence is a powerful trait that enables them to navigate life on their own terms, it can also serve as a source of intimidation for those who are more reliant on social connections for their emotional well-being. Their keen observation skills. Introverts possess a keen ability to observe their surroundings, often picking up on subtle details that others may miss. This heightened awareness of their environment can be quite intimidating to those unfamiliar with the introverted mindset. Introverts' observational skills allow them to notice even the slightest changes in body language, tone of voice, or facial expressions, enabling them to gain a deeper understanding of the people and situations around them. This perceptiveness can make introverts seem almost psychic, as they are able to anticipate others' thoughts and feelings with uncanny accuracy. They can read between the lines, detecting hidden meanings and unspoken emotions that may escape the notice of more casual observers. This ability to pick up on subtle cues can be unsettling for those who prefer to keep their true feelings under wraps, as introverts have a knack for seeing through facades and getting to the heart of the matter. Introverts' observational skills often extend beyond the interpersonal realm. They are adept at noticing patterns, trends, and anomalies in their surroundings, which can be valuable in fields such as research, analysis, and problem-solving. However, this keen eye for detail can also make introverts appear overly critical or judgmental, as they may point out flaws or inconsistencies that others have overlooked. Despite the intimidation factor, introverts' observational skills are a valuable asset. By taking the time to carefully observe and process information, they are able to make thoughtful, well-informed decisions. Their ability to read between the lines can also help them navigate complex social situations and build meaningful connections with others. With patience and understanding, the intimidation factor of an introvert's observational skills can be minimized, allowing their unique strengths to shine through. Their authenticity. Introverts are known for their authenticity, a trait that can be both refreshing and intimidating in a society where many people wear metaphorical masks. Unlike others who may feel the need to project a certain image or conform to social expectations, introverts tend to be genuine in their interactions. They do not put on a show for others. Instead, they express their true selves, which can create a stark contrast to the more performative behaviors often seen in social settings. This authenticity can be disarming, as it challenges the norms of superficiality that many people are accustomed to. The straightforwardness of an introvert's authenticity can evoke a sense of vulnerability in those around them. When introverts engage in honest and open exchanges, it often prompts others to reflect on their own authenticity and the facades they maintain. This introspection can be intimidating, particularly for individuals who are more socially dependent or who rely on external validation. The introvert's refusal to conform to societal pressures can highlight the insecurities of others, making them feel exposed or inadequate. In a world that often values extroversion and social performance, an introvert's authenticity can be perceived as a challenge to the status quo. Their ability to remain true to themselves, regardless of external expectations, can create a sense of discomfort for those who are not as secure in their identities. This dynamic can lead to misunderstandings, where the introvert's genuine nature is misinterpreted as aloofness or indifference. While introverts' authenticity can be intimidating, it is also a powerful asset that fosters deeper connections and encourages others to embrace their true selves. Their genuine approach to life serves as a reminder of the value of honesty and self-acceptance, even in a society that often prioritizes appearances over authenticity. Their mystery. Introverts often cultivate an air of mystery by keeping to themselves, which can be both intriguing and intimidating to others. Their preference for solitude and introspection creates a sense of enigma that can leave people curious yet apprehensive. In a world where many individuals are accustomed to sharing their thoughts and feelings openly, the introvert's tendency to remain reserved can evoke anxiety about the unknown. This mystery stems from their selective sharing of personal insights and experiences, leading others to wonder what lies beneath the surface. The allure of an introverted person's mystery can make them seem almost unattainable, prompting those around them to speculate about their thoughts and motivations. This can be particularly intimidating for extroverts or those who thrive on social interaction, as they may feel uncertain about how to engage with someone who appears so self-contained. The introvert's quiet nature can create a perception of depth and complexity, making it challenging for others to gauge their feelings or intentions. Humans are naturally anxious about the unknown, and introverts' enigmatic presence can amplify this discomfort. People often seek to understand and categorize others, and when faced with someone who keeps their cards close to their chest, they may feel a sense of unease. This dynamic can lead to misunderstandings, where the introvert's quietness is misinterpreted as aloofness or disinterest, further complicating social interactions. While the mystery surrounding introverts can be intimidating, it also adds to their unique charm. Their ability to maintain an air of intrigue invites deeper connections for those willing to engage meaningfully. By embracing their mystery, introverts encourage others to look beyond surface-level interactions and explore the richness of genuine relationships, fostering an environment where authenticity can flourish amidst the unknown. Their intense focus. Introverts possess an intense focus that can be both admirable and intimidating to others. When they set their mind to a task, they have the remarkable ability to tune out distractions and devote their full attention to the matter at hand. This level of concentration is often daunting to those who struggle to maintain focus, as they may find it challenging to comprehend how introverts can remain so steadfast and unwavering in their pursuit of a goal. The introvert's intense focus stems from their preference for deep contemplation and their tendency to process information thoroughly before taking action. They are not easily swayed by external stimuli or the temptation to multitask, as they understand the value of dedicating themselves wholeheartedly to a single endeavor. This single-mindedness can be both a blessing and a curse, as it allows introverts to achieve remarkable feats of productivity and creativity, but it can also lead to a perceived lack of flexibility or adaptability. For those who thrive on variety and constant stimulation, the introvert's intense focus can be intimidating. They may feel overwhelmed by the introvert's ability to maintain a steady course, even in the face of obstacles or distractions. This contrast in working styles can lead to misunderstandings and conflicts, as extroverts may perceive the introvert's focus as stubbornness or inflexibility, while introverts may view the extrovert's tendency to jump from one task to another as a lack of discipline. Despite the potential for intimidation, the introvert's intense focus is a valuable asset that should be celebrated and encouraged. Their ability to delve deeply into a subject matter and uncover novel insights can be instrumental in driving innovation and problem-solving. By recognizing and appreciating the strengths of introverts, we can create a more balanced and productive work environment that caters to diverse learning and working styles. Their emotional depth. Introverts often possess a rich inner world and a strong emotional depth that can be both a source of strength and a point of intimidation for those around them. Their ability to feel deeply and reflect on their emotions allows them to engage with life in a profound way, often leading to insights and perspectives that are both thoughtful and nuanced. However, this emotional depth can also create a sense of unease for individuals who are not as in touch with their own feelings. In social situations, introverts may display a calm and composed exterior, but beneath the surface lies a complex tapestry of emotions and thoughts that they may not readily share. This intensity of feeling can be daunting for those who are more accustomed to surface-level interactions or who struggle with emotional expression. When introverts engage in conversations, their ability to connect with the emotional undertones of a discussion can leave others feeling exposed or vulnerable, as if their own emotional states are being scrutinized. This dynamic can create an intimidating atmosphere, particularly for individuals who may not be comfortable delving into their own emotions or who prefer to keep their feelings private. Introverts' emotional depth often leads them to approach relationships with a level of sincerity and authenticity that can be rare in today's fast-paced, often superficial social landscape. Their willingness to explore deeper emotional connections can challenge others to confront their own emotional barriers, which can be both enlightening and frightening. As a result, while introverts' emotional richness can foster meaningful connections, it can also evoke anxiety in those who may feel ill-equipped to navigate such depth. The emotional depth of introverts is a powerful aspect of their personality that contributes to their unique perspective on life. While it may intimidate some, it also offers an opportunity for growth and understanding in relationships. By embracing and appreciating this emotional complexity, both introverts and those around them can cultivate deeper, more authentic connections that enrich their interactions and foster mutual understanding.